Hello everyone. Today I'll guide you through the process of installing Windows 11 on an unsupported laptop. Many older systems don't meet Windows 11's strict requirements like TPM 2.0 or newer CPUs, but with a few modifications, you can still enjoy Windows 11's features on older hardware. Let's get started. Step 1. Downloading the Windows 11 ISO. To begin, open your browser, go to Google, and search for Windows 11 Download. Click on the first result, which should be Microsoft's official site. Scroll down to Download Windows 11 Disk Image ISO. Select Windows 11 and choose your language. I'll pick English here. Once confirmed, select the 64-bit download option. This will begin downloading the Windows 11 ISO file, which might take some time depending on your internet speed. Tips: ensure you have at least 8 gigabytes of free storage to accommodate the ISO file. It's best to have a fast, stable internet connection to avoid interruptions. Step 2. Extracting and modifying the ISO for compatibility. After downloading, we'll make a few changes to bypass the system checks. Use software like WinRAR or 7-Zip to extract the ISO contents. Once extracted, locate the file named appraiserres.dll in the Sources folder. This file performs system compatibility checks during the installation, so we'll replace it with a modified version. Instructions to modify. 1. Download the modified appraiserres.dll file, link in description. 2. Navigate to the extracted Windows 11 files and open the Sources folder. 3. Paste the modified appraiserres.dll here and overwrite the original file. Why do this? This modified file skips hardware checks, letting us install Windows 11 on systems lacking TPM 2.0 or certain CPU requirements. I'll show you how to create a bootable Windows 11 ISO file using ImyBurn. If you have Windows 11 files extracted from an old ISO but want to turn it back into a bootable ISO, this guide is for you. Let's dive in. Step 1. Gather your files. First, make sure you have all the extracted Windows 11 installation files in one folder. These files should include everything like the boot folder and setup files. Having everything organized will make the process smoother. Now, open ImyBurn. If you don't have it, you can download it from the ImyBurn website. Once opened, click on Create Image File from Files Folders. This option allows us to convert the folder into a bootable ISO. Step 3. Add files and set destination. Click the folder icon and select the folder containing your Windows 11 files. Then set a destination for the ISO. Choose a location that's easy to find and name your file something clear like Windows 11 bootable.iso. Now, to make this ISO bootable, go to the Advanced tab in ImyBurn, then to Bootable Disk. Check Make Image Bootable. For the boot image, browse to the boot folder in your Windows files and select the etfsboot.com file. Step 5. Configure boot options. Set sectors to load value to 8, and for the load segment, enter 07C0. These settings are essential for creating a bootable ISO. Everything is set. Click the Build button. IMGBurn will start creating the ISO. This may take a few minutes, so be patient. And that's it. You now have a bootable Windows 11 ISO file ready to go. You can use this ISO to create a bootable USB drive or burn it onto a DVD. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tech tutorials. Next, we'll create a bootable USB drive to install Windows 11. Plug in a blank USB drive with at least 8 GB of space. Use a tool like Rufus, which simplifies this process. Steps in Rufus: 1. Open Rufus and select the USB drive. Choose Disk or ISO Image and browse to your modified Windows 11 ISO. 3. Ensure the partition scheme is set correctly based on your system. Use MBR for older systems. 4. Click Start and Rufus will make the USB bootable with Windows 11. Before diving into the process, here are our system specs. Windows 10 Pro on an Intel i3 4th generation processor with 8 GB RAM. If you have a similar setup, this method will work for you too. Why modify the DLL? If you attempt to install Windows 11 on an unsupported computer without modifying the appraiserres.dll file, the installation will likely be blocked. This file performs hardware checks during the setup, ensuring the system meets the requirements. By replacing it, we bypass these checks, allowing the installation to proceed smoothly. Preparing the laptop and BIOS settings. With the USB ready, shut down your laptop. Disconnect the power source and any connected devices. Insert the bootable USB, restart the laptop, and press the BIOS key, often F2, F10, or Del, to enter the BIOS setup. Configure BIOS settings. Disable Secure Boot and Fast Boot, as these can interfere with installation on older systems. Set the boot order so that your USB drive is prioritized. Save and exit the BIOS settings and your laptop will restart from the USB. After booting from the USB, you'll enter the Windows 11 setup screen. Here's what to do step by step. 1. Select your language, time, and keyboard settings. Click Next. 2. Choose Install Now. 3. When prompted for a product key, select I don't have a product key. 4. Select the edition of Windows 11 you prefer. Choose Windows 11 Pro for the best feature set. 5. Accept the license agreement, then choose Custom, Install Windows Only Advanced for a fresh installation. Choosing a partition. If you want a clean install, select your C drive. Remember, this will erase everything on that partition. If you want to keep files, back them up beforehand. Note: selecting Keep Nothing will delete apps and files in C, but any other partitions, like D, will remain untouched. Once Windows 11 is installed, the setup process will guide you through basic configurations. 1. Select your region and language. 2. Connect to Wi-Fi to download updates. 3. Create a Microsoft account or continue without one if allowed. 4. Choose privacy settings like location and diagnostic data based on your preferences. Tip: I recommend disabling unnecessary features like advertising ID tracking for better privacy. Step 7. Verifying installation and first impressions. Once you're on the desktop, head to Settings, System, About to check that Windows 11 installed correctly. You'll see the new interface, updated Start menu, and taskbar centered by default. Performance check. While using it, you may notice Windows 11 is snappier with optimizations. Older laptops may still perform well for everyday tasks, but may struggle with RUS-intensive applications. If you encounter issues during installation, here are a few troubleshooting tips. Check that your USB is formatted correctly if it doesn't boot. If you experience a driver error, download and install necessary drivers from the manufacturer's website. For any black screens or freezes, disconnect unnecessary peripherals and retry. And there you have it. You've successfully installed Windows 11 on an unsupported laptop. With the modifications, it runs smoothly, and you now have access to Windows 11 features on older hardware. If this video helped, please like, share, and subscribe for more tech guides.